shall we dock?
Won't.
What? Why?
Entrance inside this place is sealed from the gravel, and we don't have the materials to dig through. And I don't want to risk wandering through the dense forest on this island. We need to make the journey back and inform the king.
You want to sail all the way back, sir?
We don't have any other choice, do we?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I'll inform the crew. They stopped attacking. They're raising their anchor. But why would they be leaving? Either way, we need to find the pearl before Adam does.
Let's focus on navigating our way through this creepy dungeon first. So Ali, how are you liking your first assignment?
You didn't call me newbie?
Well, I imagine we're gonna be stuck together for a little bit. Might as well get on a first name basis. But in all seriousness, was it really everything you hoped for it to be?
In training, they never talked about missions at this scale. The most severe mission they talked about was examining a possible rift occurrence, never dealing with one. This mission is definitely special, unique.
But if you're new to the Order, why'd they bring you on such a high-profile mission?
I don't know.
Is this the Citadel? This isn't a fortress. This is a castle. But if there's a castle, there must be a city. There has to be a kingdom on this island.
Not an active one by the looks of it.
Guys, come check this out.
I can't take this anymore, Adam. We clearly have no clue as to where we're going.
For all we know, they could have the pearl by now. If you didn't realize by now, we are outside and they are inside.
Guys, come check this out. There are ruins here.
How about we have a practice fight? Your fighting skills are less than par.
We didn't even fight them, Adam. Or did you never notice that we were shot with cannonballs?
Just come practice.
I think we should just use our stasis chambers and return to the Order. We'll let them know what happened and we can get rid of
They will kill us. Not once has a mission failed. Yes, this is a special case, but still, it's not like they could just fire us. We know too much at this point. We can't just be sent back to our past lives and pretend this never happened. Pretend that we were never recruits. They'll just dispose of us.
I've never met an Asian mention their life before they were recruited.
I only remember glimpses, just enough to somewhat remember what I did in my life.
Well, do tell. Give us and I need a good story while I utterly wreck him in this fight.
Okay, Adam.
I don't even know, man. I think I was a detective of some sort. Not a big one, but that doesn't really matter now, does it? The last thing I can remember in detail is going to infiltrate a gala. I think there was going to be a murder or something. I remember going with my gut and stabbing the guy I suspected, coincidentally being the murderer, and...
You just killed the guy who could have been innocent?
I mean, supposedly. I shouldn't have gone with my gut. That's what got me into this mess in the first place.
Meaning?
Well, I guess when the Order was telling me what happened, they told me that in the instance of time, I wasn't supposed to kill the dude. But I guess, lucky me, time didn't like me.
Wait, what do you mean explaining? I still don't know why I was recruited. I thought they just picked random people?
The Rifted Order recruits people who are unlucky enough to wind up in an altered instance. Did the Order really not tell you any of this?
They only told me something that I did was wrong, but they never explained anything.
Okay, then I'll do it. Every moment of time is considered an instance, and there are an infinite amount of them, just like there are an infinite amount of moments in time. Now, in time, every moment or instance also repeats itself infinitely. Every time it replays that moment, there is a very small chance that this time energy mutates and that something different happens than what is supposed to. For example, with Samir, he wasn't supposed to go with his gut, but in that given alternate instance, he did. That causes rifts, and that's what the Rifted Order prevents. So when an altered instance occurs, the Rifted Order will pluck you out of the timeline, erase the altered instance, and give the altered version of yourself a job offer or death. Of course, almost everyone always takes the offer.
Oh wow. How long have they been doing this for?
They don't really tell their recruits that, actually. It's very need-to-know basis. It does bring many questions though, like have they always existed? Did they only figure this out after they formed? Why the order was needed?
What do they actually want?
That is none of our concern, because we do what they want. Our opinion doesn't matter.
You don't ever wonder if there's something else going on? A bigger picture?
You know what? We are done with this discussion.
Looks like a corruption of sorts.
Let's just avoid it. I mean, this is a royal hall after all. Look around in chests and stuff to find artifacts or something.
This reminds me of my job.
What?
Oh, like my job before the order. I was a researcher in the year 2104, if I can recall. I invented the prime version of holographic technology. One of my experiments failed, and I guess it shouldn't have, because the next day I get a meeting from a guy spewing out stuff about the timeline and altered instances and blah 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 blah.
How do you remember so vividly?
TVB, he joined like, what, 2 years ago? That's how long training takes, right?
True.
I don't really remember anything specific, to be honest. I had a pretty depressing life. I lived in England, worked in a dull office in like 2013. I think I accidentally sent a corrupted file with a virus to the office, and what do you know? Creepy time recruit guy comes to me on the sidewalk and gives me the whole story. Next thing you know, I'm working for a corrupted organization. Who would have thought?
What about you, TVB?
Where did you come from?
What?
Guys, I found a journal.
Well, read it.
Journal entry 104. Currently hiding in the throne room from the beast. This skull corruption has already overtaken the city, and now the beast is roaming the castle halls. I wonder... And then a lot of scribbles.
Does it say anything about the author, when it came from, anything?
Nope, remains a mystery.
Not surprised. Wouldn't be the first mystery tangled in this whole mess. Let's just leave. This is the only door not covered in this corruption stuff.
Cave upcoming.
And a campfire? Can we rest for a second? If I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't want to get wound up in this in the first place. I wanted to just let them kill me. But I needed to avenge my family. They died in the bombing during World War II, and I was a soldier. Before the bombing, I wanted to travel to my family and bring them to a safe spot. The order told me that I wasn't supposed to let my feelings get the better of me, and that they needed to die for time to flow. Hearing that broke me, so now I dedicate my time in the order to help others in unfortunate circumstances like I was. I just want to avenge my wife and daughter. I've been pretty lucky with survivability, but I hope that luck doesn't run thin now. This mission has been giving me bad vibes. It's just not normal.
I can't believe how the Order has the heart to do this. I mean, there are people who are worshipped like the Pearl Knight, and people like us who are nothing. But we have the same job people like the Pearl Knight did.
No, we don't. Not even close.
What do you mean, no? They explained it at training.
There are a few perks, Samir, to being the overseer. You learn just a little bit more than everyone else because you also have to keep track of everyone else. They would use the Pearl Knight's voyages as an example. He would help with the research of time and time energy when the Order was still growing. He was the first recruit there was. He helped to form what the Order is today. The list goes on.
I guess, but the fact that only overseers learned that just shows how much we don't know.
Yes, but...
I know, it's a need-to-know basis. Don't worry. I believe in the Order and all, but I just wonder why we don't know the bigger picture, if any.
But that curiosity is what got TBB, Nate, and Ollie to where they are now. Who in their right mind would go against an order that monitors reality? It's not like they could hide from them once we get the Pearl before they do.
Oh, this?
No way.
I mean, it's better than the forest.
Is it though?
Why do black flags sail over the kingdom? Why are the towns lined with wither arrows?
Oh, you haven't heard?
I have sailed with my crew to a place of myths located off of the charts. How would I know?
Sir Vizi, the king died 3 days ago.
How? That's impossible. I was here 3 days ago. I would have known.
Sir, remember that thief that stole a royal emerald from the vault?
What about him? That's why I went to chase.
Well, did you ever realize you were the only guard chasing him that day?
It didn't really occur to me, but why does this matter?
Before he sold the gem, he stabbed the king. The rest of the guards were caring for him in his very last moments while you kept chasing after the thief.
That's impossible.
There is one more thing you need to know.
Go on, spit it out.
The king, in his last moments, declared you to be the next heir to the throne, for your valiant deeds and the lack of continuous line to the royal family.
Soldiers, we load the ship with an abundance of resources. We set sail for the Northern Islands. This time, more prepared than ever.
But sir, you cannot. You are the king now. You must stay
If
and...
I am king, I make the decisions. Go and inform the townspeople that their king is saving them from imminent disaster.
Yes, sir.
This is too much.
We're gonna die of dehydration.
Hey, look up ahead.
Oh, thank God. Water.
Over here.
You good?
What's over there?
What are they doing?
No, we can't let them get the pearl before us. We need to stop them. Let's go.
This place isn't giving the best vibes, guys. This corruption stuff is all over the place.
Looks like some bacteria of some sort. Just don't touch it and be quiet. We need to find the pearl without disturbing anything.
How do we know it's even down there? Do we even know what it is? I swear, Adam, I'm about to use my stasis chamber if anything happens. The smallest creep.
Get it together, Samir. You are a detective, correct? Act like one. Find out clues about where the pearl could be or whatever. Samir, you better find this pearl now or I will end you.
Adam, it's here.
Guys, it's that weird corruption stuff again.
Nice one, Sherlock. It's not like the entire city's covered in it, right?
Was this a city?
Only logical explanation. We can't worry about this, though. We must get the pearl before the others do. What is that?
Cannot be here. You will wake him.
Who are you? How'd you get down here?
Quiet! He will kill us all. He is always watching.
How are you still alive? Did you live here? What happened?
He's watching. He will kill us.
What happened here?
Ollie, get back.
Answer me.
It was that thing. That shiny orb. That...
Pearl, tell me, where is this object? I need to know now.
I mustn't say!
TBB, we could have...
She was a psychopath.
I wouldn't blame her. She's the only survivor of this godforsaken death trap.
And that was out of our control, but we need to find the pearl right now.
It's here.
Guys, did you hear that? It was Samir.
Great, what now?
It's the others. Look, they're at the pearl.
There it is. The cause of all of our struggles. This pearl thing.
Well, grab it and let's go.
Stay with us, Grievous.
Give it up. Right now, Adam.
I will not let the order down like you have. I will kill you and Nathan and Ollie and anyone else you try to send my way.
This is between me and you. Give it up.
Aw, Nate and Ollie must feel so special right now. TVB doesn't care about anyone. He's tortured by his past mistakes, and however you think he feels about you, it's not true. He doesn't care if you live or die. He doesn't care about anyone but himself.
You shut up.
Adam, I got the pearl.
Ow, what was that?
Quiet, something is coming.
No, Grievous! This is your fault. Your recklessness got Grievous killed.
No, Adam. Grievous is the Order. They aren't good. Just listen to me before anyone else dies.
Maybe they wouldn't if you were considerate of others.
TBB, we need to get back on the ship. Now, with or without the pearl. We're gonna die to them.
Let's go, quickly, honey.
Cowards, come back and fight me, TVB. Come back and fight me like the great recruit you are. Samir, we gotta grab backup boats from the ship.
What do we do now?
Samir,
Adam, I got the pearl.
Ow, what was that?
please tell me you still have the pearl.
Yeah, it's... Oh,
It was such a pain convincing the captain that we were the good guys all along. TBB, you have the pearl, right?
This pearl is something different than what I thought. It reminds me of something from my... You know what? It's nothing.
Well, like literally everything else lately. Come on, let's just go and enjoy a single night. We deserve it.
I'll meet you down there.
TVB. On behalf of the Rifted Order, you are hereby arrested for your betrayal and will be executed for your crimes.
Timeline is frozen, sir. Reality seems stable. Should I bring him in? Copy that. Morphing him now.
Nice to see you again, TVB.
How am I back? You can't just meddle with reality like that.
Take him to his cell, next to his group overseer and that other agent.
Wait, Adam and Samir are here?
Ah, he's a question asker.
What do you want with the Wait, where is it? What did you...
Put him in stasis, will you?
Yes, sir.
I'll be seeing you soon, TVB.
I will be in control of your movement beyond this point.